Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ernest O'Dell with Instant Rewards and the Back Office Live Training. And tonight, I'm going to give you guys links to some resources that I've had on another server that has been undergoing maintenance and moving. I'm moving files little by little, and then I'm having to change the links as I go in some of these YouTube descriptions. So what I've done is I've started a new YouTube channel. The old YouTube channel, you definitely want to bookmark it, okay? And we're going to give you the link to that real quick. I should probably put it in the quick start notes, to put the whole YouTube channel in there. And that would be this one here, where you see the little opaque blue and red and white Instant Rewards logo. The new channel is over here. I've just taken one of their banners, okay? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab this link and I'm going to paste it into the chat module, all right? Zena, can you see the chat module on the right-hand side? I'm going to unmute Zena. Okay, so you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. And how you expand and collapse that is that little orange box on that gray bar with those buttons on it. It's got that little white arrow in it. You just click it back and forth, and it'll open it and shut it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go back. That link right there, you definitely want to click on that link that I just sent you for this channel and bookmark it. You can either bookmark it up here with a Control D, or you can just do a Control D or bookmark it manually in your bookmarks. Or if you have some way of saving your links like I do with speed dial, you can also use speed dial. I've shown the speed dial to people, on other calls. Speed dial is really easy to install. If you go to Google and search for FVD, as in Frank Victor David, speed dial, type it in. They have one for Chrome, for the Chrome browser, and they also have one for Mozilla. And fvdspeeddial.com is the main site. If you're using Mozilla Firefox, then you want to use this link right here that shows the addons.mozilla.org to install the speed dial. And what that does is, after you get it installed, you put your favorite links up there in different categories. Here I've got popular and default, some of them, popular and defaults. And then I've got some other channels that I like to listen to on a regular basis every morning. Jesse Dixon, Highway to Heaven, and then a little Earl Nightingale. And this is my ASUS sites. And then, of course, my Fiverr gigs. And then it drops down, and I've got more categories here. And here's all my instant rewards. Okay. So I can just click on what I want. Now, what I've done is I've moved over the quick start notes. I used to tell everybody, email me and I'll send it to you. So now I have it up here over on my new server. And slowly but surely and gradually, I'm updating this file. So you want to come back probably on a regular basis. I'd say at least once a week, and visit this link. And, you know, I'll put a notation in there that I've updated it, you know, with some new links and information in it. Right now, this first link, I'm going to send you that link. I gave you the link to YouTube. While you're here, you want to subscribe to that, okay? Because I will occasionally upload a replay or a tutorial or a file or something there. And if you are subscribed to this channel, you'll get an email notification that I've uploaded a new file, okay? I'm going to call this the old training channel, and this one here, the new training channel. I'm going to copy that link, and I'm going to give that to you over here in the chat box. Okay. And this channel only has 4 video replays or webinar replays in it from back in September 27th, October the 1st, October the 4th, October the 8th, and then, of course, tonight's webinar will be rendered and put over here. Why am I doing that? Well, I've got some haters, okay, who have come over here on this channel and have marked some of my videos as spam and God knows what, okay? So now they won't let me upload anything longer than 15 minutes for another 6 months. So I had to go and get a new phone number so I could do a PVA authorization to make this channel, which I already had. I just hadn't been using it. I didn't have any videos up here. So what I had to do is go get a cell phone, a little cheap cell phone, and spend $30 to come over here and get this authorized to accept uploads longer than 15 minutes. And as you see, I've got some here. It's an hour and 25 minutes, hour and 36 minutes, hour and 13 minutes, and hour and 29 minutes. So if I have tutorials, 15 minutes or less, I will most likely put them on both channels because it doesn't take long to upload a short video. If they're longer than 15 minutes, I'm going to put them on the new channel here, okay? How do you copy the links in the chat box? Joanne asked, click on the link, okay, and it will take you over to the site, and then come up here and copy it, click it and copy it from your address bar. All right, that way you don't have to try to scrape it from the box. Did that help, Joanne? Just click on the link that I gave you. It'll take you over to that site. Highlight the whole address, right-click, copy it, paste it into a file somewhere if you want to, bookmark it, Control-D it, or whatever, okay? That, and while you're there, subscribe to this new channel, because for at least the next 4 to 6 months, I will be uploading all the replays here. Right now, I only have 1 subscriber, myself. This is a new channel, so go ahead and subscribe. I'll get the word out to everybody in my group and over on the Facebook groups. So you will need a Gmail address to subscribe to this, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if anybody else has been able to subscribe to it with anything other than a Gmail address, but, if you do, let me know. Okay, now that will take care of that. Back to the quick start notes. I think I've already given you the link to the quick start notes. Yep, it was the first link at the top. First link at the top of the chat. Okay. For those of you who showed up just a little bit late, I'll give it to you again. Travis, you are in the right place. Travis asked, he's trying to make Instant Rewards Network work this time. Any tips on getting off to a fast start would be greatly appreciated. Bookmark that link I just sent you. Okay. Now, the videos, okay, in this file that are associated with these two links here, okay, calling your Instant Rewards leads and the 3-500 are down here in the getting started, all right, right here. On the video itself, there's a link to the Getting Started guide over on the IMN Marketer training site. It still works. So if you highlight that, if you store this file to your hard drive where you can find it, or bookmark this file, you can highlight the link if you've stored it locally and copy it. If you are opening it in your browser, like I'm doing here, then all you have to do is highlight it and say, open link in new tab, and it'll open up that link. Now, I'm going to put this video on hold and click on Show More. And right here, that's my link. You don't want to sign up under me. If you're signed up under somebody else, there's a link to the GoToMeeting. This, I've got to take that out because these sites don't exist anymore. I've got to go in there and remove some of these links. Okay. Well, I don't have it. So what you'll have to do is, and I'll update this as I go, okay? You go to imnmarketer.com. imnmarketer.com, right there on their homepage. They've got two links. One is the Instant Rewards Network user guide or the quick start guide. It's a link right there. It's not a PDF. It's actually a web page. So if I open that up in a new tab, you'll see what I've done on the video is I've just taken screen captures and I made a video file out of it and then narrated it. Okay. The Instant Money Network, which is the same company hooked into the same offer sites, just a different marketing front end. This is a PDF that they set up, for the Instant Money Network. So if you want to, you can download both of them. But you get it over at IMN Marketer. Now, another thing with IMN Marketer, you see they got drop-down menus. Use these and, make use of them. And, like I say, you're not going to get through them all in one sitting. And you're not going to get through my videos over on YouTube all in one sitting. But, use them. A lot of people say, okay, how do I email back to them, send them an autoresponder? Well, the autoresponder, okay, is set up to do that for you if you have a copy of the back office. If you don't, we're going to get that to you, all right? Now, here's one of the welcome files that Trace Borelli and Rangeline and some of the other ladies use. They just basically copy and paste this into their emails, or they just send a link and maybe a synopsis, and they say, thank you, welcome and thank you for your interest in instant rewards, and then they send them this link. And that kind of gives everybody, the new referrals, a lot of information. And then, of course, they can always go and, look at all this and find out, who and what is instant rewards, what exactly do we do, what are the costs, how are you paid. The cost of the offers varies with the merchants, okay? It might be free, it might be $1. A lot of times you can get started on the starter and the 60 or the starter 80 for basically under $20. Look at it as an investment in a business. Instant Rewards does not take that information. They don't use your information. The Instant Rewards offer site doesn't take that information. They don't need it, okay? The only thing they'll need from you is when you earn your first $600, they'll send you an email about filling out a W-9, and they'll send you the link to the W-9, which you fill out and then email or fax back, sign it. Depending on how you get paid, if you get paid by check or direct deposit, then, when you make your first $600, IRS rules and laws dictates that you have to have a W-9 on file with that company. They are not an employer. You are an independent contractor, okay? At the end of the year, you'll get a 1099 in the mail, usually around February of the following year, so that you can include it into your personal taxes. If you don't take a check or direct deposit, then you can go PayPal. PayPal is usually sent over to you within 24 hours. Bank checks 3 to 5 days. Okay. I like PayPal because it's faster. And if I need to move money from my PayPal to my bank, all I got to do is just log into my PayPal account and then move the money. And I like to use PayPal because I've got a PayPal debit card that I can use and buy groceries with and buy supplies with and buy things on the internet. Okay. So imnmarketer.com and then the imnmarketer.com/welcome. Two very important links that you want to become familiar with. Okay. Now, over on my server, makemoniewithernest.com/IRN/IRN.text, TXT. This is where I'm going to start getting into some of Travis's questions about getting started on the fast start, okay? This right here, of course, is the link to this webinar that you're watching right now, all right? The blueprint, I usually send this to my referrals who have completed their offers. I don't give the blueprint out. I don't give it away. It's an incentive. However, I am writing a new version of the blueprint, which has this and a lot of other information, and it's called the Master Blueprint. The Instant Rewards Master Blueprint, how to make at least $1,000 a day with instant rewards. And a lot of people, they roll their eyes, and it's not impossible. I was talking to my ad manager over at the newspaper yesterday, and she says, yeah, we know that it's possible, because if you're doing the starter 80, that's $100 payout. And if you can do 10 people a day, if you can help 10 people a day get started, then that's $1,000. And yes, it's doable. Okay. It's easy to do. You can work with 10 people in the course of 2 or 3 hours. If you're fast, you can probably get it done in 2.5 hours. If you're slow, if you're a little bit slower, or you're working with somebody that's a little slow, 4 or 5 hours, okay. But you know what? I don't know where else you can go and earn, $300, $400 an hour, unless you're an attorney, okay. You figure if you can knock down, $1,000 to $1,500 a day, helping people get started, you figure it up. If you do it in the course of 8 hours or 10 hours, that's $100 to $150 an hour. If you can do it in a shorter amount of time, then it's a higher hourly rate. But here's the key. How do you get that many calls? You have got to get a lot of calls. You have got to have a good call to action. Now, I've got a video up here on my video scribe of, what I did yesterday. I wrote a whiteboard presentation that I'm eventually going to upload. Okay. And I can open this up from just about anywhere on the internet. I can open it up on my Android. I can open it up on my cell phone. Anywhere in the world, I can open this file. Okay. And I can narrate it. I can voice over. I haven't put any narration or voiceover on this. But you have probably seen some of these scribe presentations. $29 a month to upload them to YouTube. And then you can narrate them and over, just read your own stuff, okay, and then narrate it. They have tutorials that teach this, okay. The programmers are over in London, England. If your ear is not attuned to the British accent, not to worry. These guys don't have a real thick British accent or an Irish or a Scottish accent. They are fairly easy to understand. So if you go over to videoscribe.co, you can look at this, using this as one of your resources to creating videos for you and yourself and your group. One of the reasons why a lot of people consider me an authority on YouTube and instant rewards is because, I've got several hundred videos in a variety of niches, probably close to 200 just in instant rewards alone. Okay. But what's neat is you see what it's doing now. It's writing. I'm saying 4 simple steps to writing a great classified ad. Classified ads are everywhere. You find them in e-zines, emails, your local newspaper, even the yellow pages and phone book. And then all you got to do, that's just all you got to do. You just go along and you just narrate your own work. Okay. So videoscribe.co is one of those places where you can download a 7-day free trial, use their videos, tutorials. If you go to videoscribe.co, not .com, but .co, okay, you can start a 7-day free trial. I do not do training and tutorials on this. They have their own tutorials. If you decide to go pro after the 7-day free trial, they have a yearly account that you can pay. It's $198 a year, which breaks down to $16.50 a month. If you're a registered charity, then they would probably give you a little bit of a break, versus $16.50 a month. They would give you $12.38. You would have to send them, as a registered charity, you would have to send them your 501c3 or C4, okay, or 504c3. Or you can pay month to month, $29 a month. I pay $49 a month for the GoToMeeting software. Or you can just pay a one-off payment and own it, okay, and have access to it anywhere in the world for $665. This is not an affiliate link. I do not have an affiliate with these people. If you buy, you deal directly with them, okay? Great company, great little product. That's just one, okay? And if you haven't created, your account in the back office with U.S. Home Workforce, then what we're going to have to do is make sure that you get set up properly, all right? I'll put this on hold. And what I mean by having a copy of the back office is this control panel here. If you don't have access to this, which is instantrewardsnetwork.com/admin, where you can log in and you can actually see your marketing link and see your status check. You can go into your marketing system and look at your leads, your campaigns. If you don't have a copy of this, then you need to get over there and get registered, okay? And there's the link. It doesn't matter if you've signed up under somebody else. You can still register under me. You can register without my ID. Wouldn't make any difference. Just go over there and watch the video. Choose a username that you're going to use as marketing with. Put in your email and make sure you use the same email address across the board between your marketing site, back office, and also to these offer sites. So if you've signed up under someone, using an email, use the same email across the board, because if you don't, you'll get hung up And don't use two different emails on two different channels, because they will see you as two different accounts on the same IP, and they'll lock both of your emails down. And then you'll have to set up a support ticket and tell them which email to kill and which one you're going to use. I do not do support on that, number one. Number two, I do not do support with other people's recruits and downlines, okay? I don't adopt orphans. There's just, so many reasons why I do not adopt orphans. I give the training here twice a week. We do everything here. I just send them back to the videos and send them back to the Instant Money Network marketing training. I just don't have the time of the day to go and give people, free technical support and training. Number one, they don't pay me to do technical support, okay? I'm kind of like a volunteer like everybody else, all right? But I have my own business to run. So at $200 an hour, most people couldn't afford me anyway. This, if you don't, like I said, if you don't have the copy of that back office here, then go over on that link I just sent you and create your account. It's free. The autoresponder is already set up. You don't have to do anything. I have modified and added a bunch of autoresponders, but these right here are the basic autoresponder messages that go out. If you do a preview, it's very short and it only has one link, and it sends them over to the overview. That's it, okay? That's all they need. If you are logged in to your back office and you close the tab, it will automatically log you out, okay? So you don't have to worry. You can log out. It's always a good idea to find your log out button. But if you don't and you just reach up here and close it, it will automatically log you out. Now, that is part of the fast start or the quick start, okay? The other resources in this file, in the quick start notes, you want to watch this video, and you want to watch Calling Your Instant Rewards Leads and Prospects and How to Consistently Earn $300 to $500 a Day. What I can probably do is move some of the text around and put these links down below each video with their proper, links where people can download the PDF, okay? This right here is up at the top. Open it up in a new tab. It will give you access to the 24-page template scripts, okay? Calling your leads and prospects. Just, conduct it like a job interview. You're the hiring manager, and it's got kind of a script in there where you can just watch it. You can read through it. Keep it simple. Less is more. Don't give too much detail. This is one of the things that I cover in the article I just wrote and that I'm doing the narration to. Narrated articles and narrated ads like that work. Narrated whiteboard presentations captivate people's attention. This one here, this is the script that I used on the video. Okay, how to consistently earn $300 to $500 a day. It takes you through step by step. Okay, how to, get up and running. Travis was asking, how do you get on the fast start? Well, this is the document. This is the puppy right here. Okay. Let me copy this, paste it, so you can get a copy of it. Just click on that link and it'll bring it up. You can save it to your hard drive if you haven't already taken it from here. If you kind of just go through it, you know, it's got a few pages of notes in there, you know, just basically giving people, you know, a few notes how to get started, getting their business together, getting their head together, getting their act together, okay? When you get your prospect on the phone, you can give them a different pitch than you normally do when you're helping a new sign up, okay? So, you know, this will right here kind of get you going. Now, this right here is how to follow up and call your leads and make $300 to $500 a day or more. Make your ad look like a job ad. Do not make your ad appear like a business opportunity. That's the first rule. I don't care where you're advertising. It doesn't matter if you're advertising on Craigslist, if you're advertising on another classified ad venue, okay? Rule number 2 says you've got to understand the mentality of the people going to Craigslist and these other job sites. They're not looking for biz ops. They're looking for jobs. Okay, so you have to write your ad. It starts at the ad level. Don't over exaggerate. Don't lie, don't lie and don't misrepresent yourself. But, you don't want to come in there and use a bunch of words like work at home and, stuff like this. You want them to call you. This is the only way you're going to do it. Okay. Read through this and watch the video. All right. The video is right here. That's the video. That's the one I want to show you basically how to take calls. Now, I was talking to Mr. Garvin over in Louisiana the other day. And he's watched this video several times. And basically the easiest way to do this is find a static page from your Instant Rewards lead capture pages, okay? Open it up and use it to plug in their information when they call you. When they call you on the phone, bring, bring, bring. Hi, this is Ernest O'Dell. How can I help you? Yeah, this is, Mr. Williams. I'm calling you about your ad over on classifiedads.com about, ad reps. Sure, let me send you some information. I'll need a working email and a working phone number. And let's start with your first name and your last name. So you type in your first name, type in their last name, you type in their email, and then you type in their phone number. And then on your screen, you hit right there, sign up, and it will bridge them. It'll bridge you over to the video presentation, which you can just shut down, okay? And then all you got to do is tell them, look, I just sent you some information. Check your email, check your spam bucket, your junk folder, whitelist it and mark it as not spam if it shows up in your spam folder. Read through it. And sometimes I'll ask them, are you sitting at your computer? Do you have a computer at home? Do you have a high-speed internet connection? If they start hammering your chops and asking, is this a work-at-home type job? Say, yes, it is. Do you have a high-speed connection? Get back to the question. Answer my question. I'm the one doing the interview here, okay? If you don't believe that, a work-at-home job where you set your own schedule and make $300 to $500 a day or $1,000 a day is a legitimate job, then get off my phone and quit taking up my time, okay? because I don't have time for tire kickers. I have time for serious people who are looking for work with a legitimate company. We advertise. We get paid by advertisers. Okay? This is not a scam. We got to pay taxes. Are you interested? You know, I'm rough as a cob with some of these people. Okay? You know, when I start getting people on there, they want to try to start hammering my chops. You know, you might get frustrated. You might get flustered. I don't. I just don't have, I don't have time for tire kickers. All right. Just get on the phone. You interested in working? If not, then, why did you bother calling me? Okay. Granted, they'll call for more information. And sometimes they'll say, well, if this is a work at home, I don't want to do this. Okay. Then go to Walmart and apply on their little computer there and get a job as a greeter. Thank you. Goodbye. Because, if they're wanting a traditional job that pays minimum wage, we're not a good fit for them. If they don't have the capacity to see the exponential growth of investing in themselves and making $100, bam, 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 over and over and over, then, you can spend about 2, 3, 5 minutes with them and explain it to them, but I wouldn't spend more than 5 minutes with them, okay? If you're talking to them, you say, are you sitting at your computer where you can check your email? They've got to have a computer. If they say no, then I'm saying, I'm sorry, you can't do this. You cannot work with me. When you get a computer and a high-speed internet connection, call me back. Thank you. Goodbye. Because, they can't work with you. You cannot do this on a smartphone. If they say, yes, I have a computer and I'm sitting at my computer, great. What's your email address? That's where I'm going to punch in their information. And the reason why I suggest using a static page where it has the first name, last name, is that way they go into different fields in the autoresponder. Goes into the first name, last name fields in the autoresponder, just like a database. And then the email and the phone. Okay. Now, let's say you want to set up, your lead capture pages. You can bookmark that page, all right? Or log in to your back office and go to capture pages, all right? And then find one of them that is static with no video, all right? Like the one I was just on, okay? Or this one here, or this one here. One of these static pages. Right-click, open in new tab. All right? Come back, right-click, open in new tab. 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 Now I've got 5 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 tabs open, okay, ready to take 5 calls. If I get busy, okay, there's been days where as soon as I hung up the phone was ringing again. I had to take another call. I don't have time sometimes to go in there and just open up another page like this. So what I'll do is I'll open up about 5 tabs. I won't open up more than 5 at a time because some people, have more RAM to operate with on their computer and they can open up 10 or 20 tabs. Me, I just leave it at 5. That gives me enough. I can always open up 5 more. Okay. If you don't have a lot of RAM on your computer, you don't want to open up too many of these tabs because it does degrade the speed and operation of your computer. And as soon as you put their information in and it bridges over, then you can close that tab. And guess what? You've got another tab open with the same page ready to take another call. Get through with that, bam, through. Call number 3, bam. After you send it through, bam, send it through, bam. All right. Now you're back to here. You can go back and say, okay, let's open up some more tabs. All right. And let's put in a real quick test lead. All right. I'll just show you real quick. Ernest Ortega. We'll say Ernesto Ortega, and we'll say Ortega at live.com, and phone number is BR549. Okay, BR549. Click sign up. Guess what? When they receive that email, it's going to have that link in it. They're going to click on that email link, and it's going to take them to this video. It's going to take them to this right here. All right. So before it starts playing, all you got to do is just close it and tell them, I just sent you some information. I want you to watch this video. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to go over here to the leads, and I'm going to see Ernesto Ortega. He just signed up. Now, so we know he's in, our lead group now. He's in our database or our autoresponder. Now, this is a test lead, so I'm just going to delete it. I'm not going to leave that in there because it just ties up, the operations. And besides, it's going to send a bouncer out to, an email address that doesn't exist. Ortega at live.com might be a real email address. I don't know. But that's how you do it. You come in here and you open up and take the calls. Now, how do you get the calls? This is where we're going to get back over here. Okay. You have access to the quick start notes. Place an ad over here on Ad Plotter. I would use the first link on Ad Plotter. You can use the others if you want to. Okay. I don't get paid anything if you sign up on my affiliate link. They will send me an email and let me know that you signed up and placed an ad. You can advertise your link. You get points. But, as a free account, you can place up to 2 ads and renew it every 30 days. All right. You don't have to upgrade unless you just want to. Okay. Make sure you get on the training calls with Trace Borali and Rangeline Presley over at Get Training Now. All right. GetTraining.com have a conference call every Wednesday, an hour before the webinar. Okay. You can go to GetTrainingNow.com. You can register. You can connect through your Facebook account. You can get to their resources here. You can log in. They even have their own little internal forums and chat. So, you can get a lot of help over here, as well as on the groups. All right. One of the other things that I recommend is using the list of classified ad sites over here on the classified ad sites.directory. It's in this text file here. There's a ton of stuff. This is a U.S. Home Workforce blog site. Okay. But there's Ad Plotter, and there's Noah's Classifieds. Noah's Classifieds is a great little site. You can use that. It's over on my server. It's free. You just have to register and log in, place your ad, and then log out. That's it. It gets good indexing over on the search engines. Right now, I've only got one ad in here and one over here. If I was to click, on this category, it says get paid to take inbound calls. Okay. If you want to scrape this ad and use it as a template, this has got my link to U.S. Home Workforce, but you can put it in there for yours, instant rewards. You can make, you can scrape, the text, and make a template out of it. Then, of course, they got classified ad submissions, ad post, MLM, Recruit on Demand. This is a great site for getting leads from people that are already in the business, and you sign up and get the basic package for $15. They will send you spoon-fed 10, 15 leads a day until they give you the 100 that they promise you. After that, if you keep advertising your link for each person that signs up, they'll give you 5 more leads. Here's the deal. When you get the contact list built up, you go through the call list and you call these people up, find out if they're still doing business, if they're interested in your proposition, tell them that you found their information on the internet, how you found it, and, watch the videos with this company. The videos will tell you everything you need to know. You will be contacting people who are already familiar with this business. Okay. You won't be talking to a bunch of newbies. All right. So you'll have a better shot at signing these people up. I get about 3 to 5 people a day sign up with this in a variety of, business opportunities. Some of them are, MLMers. Some of them are just direct marketers. I don't do MLM myself. The biggest thing that, I promote is a lot of these CPA freebie sites. Okay. So, you can just go through. Now, some of these links, they're paid. If they're bolded, some of them are upgradable or they're paid. If they're not bolded, they're free, like classifiedads.com. Some of these are paid resources, but check it out. They've got tons. I've got over 250, sites on here. Most of them are free. I've got another 3,200 that I'm culling out and cleaning up. All right. You've got to post ads every day. You don't have to post, all 200, 250, but if you can, fine. Everybody has to start at the bottom rung of the ladder. Nobody jumps up in the middle of the ladder, and you don't climb a ladder with your hands in your pocket, okay? And learn how to use these pingers. Once you get your ad placed, or put your link in there, okay? If I go over here and I want to give people this link, to the Larry Beecham video on my instant rewards, I've already got this set up with Pingler, and I just go ahead and ping it from here, okay? But if not, then you take a copy of your link in your website and you go over to one of these ping sites and you put in instant rewards, and then punch in the URL, and then Okay. Let's say check all, and then go. And what it'll do is it'll start pinging all these sites, and as soon as it gets through, it'll tell you which ones were good and which ones failed. Okay. Syndicate.com always fails because I don't think they're even in operation anymore. It's just that they haven't been taken out of the database on this company over here. But I just pinged it, and that gets a lot of traffic built off of those keywords in the title. All right. So it's the title that generates the keywords that's going to create a lot of friendly backlinks to you. All right. That's why you want to use pingers. Shoot for a goal of 200 ads a day. It's like feeding cockroaches. You know, if you don't have a cockroach problem in your kitchen, you keep leaving food and water out, you're going to have one. Well, on the internet, that's a good thing because they call them spiders and bots. You cannot just place one ad or 50 ads and then just sit back and wait for the cash to come rolling in. It doesn't work that way. You got to learn how the internet works and how search engines work and how people search. Once you start getting the ads, you know, placed into these sites on a regular basis, then what you're going to see is you're going to get more calls. And another thing, get over here on YouTube, put up, YouTube videos, a training channel, put up your own channel, okay? And, you know, if you got something that you can share with people, YouTube is like the third largest search engine in the world. It's owned by Google, the largest search engine in the world. And when people come over, I get tons of leads from my YouTube videos. Okay. So, you know, I know a little lady up in Fort Hood. She's got 12 or 13 videos up, you know, a couple of thousand subscribers. And she just, you know, sits there on camera and talks to her team and keeps them up to date, you know, with what's going on. Okay. And she makes a lot of money. This is all she does. Her husband's in the Army, and, you know, she makes a lot of money, you know, doing little videos and training videos and keeping her team, you know, up to date on what's going on. So you don't have to be an authority, but you can go on there and put in a short video. If you want videos in there for longer than 15 minutes, you'll have to enable it for longer videos, and then you would have to have a phone verified account. They'll do a PVA, and then, you know, you can go that route. Okay. High performance networks, these are paid networks. They do charge money for pay-per-click, cost per click, anywhere from $25 to $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, depending on how big your campaign is. Usually each one of them will assign you an account manager. I use Ad Knowledge, Ad Marketplace. I use about the first 8 or 9. Now, Offer Vault is more of a go-to source for affiliate marketers. It's not so much advertising, okay? But about the first 5 or first 10 sites I use. Clicky is not an advertising site, but it's a tracking and analytics site. Same with number 7 here on HyperTracker. It's more for, you know, using tracking and management of your links and tracking your traffic. I have shown people how to use the campaign links in the back office of Instant Rewards, and you can track them that way. It gives you some basic tracking information, not a whole lot, but, you know, we can get into that into deeper detail. covert advertising resources. Those are just some more of those paid sources. 50 top performance, the top 50 performance marketing networks. And we've got two groups of 25 each, part 1, part 2. Got some more intermediate buy sites, and then press release sites. So it's just, it's not complete, but it's replete. It's got a lot of information, but I've got a list, like I said, of 3,200 sites. And I'm going through them, and the reason why it's taking me so long to test them is to make sure, number one, that they work, that they don't end up on a dead page, 404 error. Number two, I'm going to check their ranking to make sure they get good traffic. Okay, if they don't have at least a 5, on Google PR, and if they don't have at least under 100,000 on Alexa, then they're probably a low-ranking site. If I can find them at all, I'll do a search on Google. If I can't find them on Google, then I won't include them in the list. I'll take them out of the list, okay? If they're low performers, I just won't put them in there, okay? Going down this list of quick start notes, this right here, I'm big on YouTube, okay? Video Maker FX is another one of those sites like the Video Scribe that I showed you earlier, where you can go in and create videos. You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to be technically oriented. I can show a 9-year-old kid in the Philippines who has learned English as a second language how to do this. Okay, it's that easy using this software. Okay, Video Maker FX. It's not real expensive, but you can upload them to YouTube. Let me put that on hold. $67. Best investment you'll ever make. Okay. I use Video Maker and I use Video Scribe. Okay. You can really make some good videos, powerful videos. Sometimes you may have to write out your script and then, get in there and put on your James Earl Jones voice. But it may take you a day. It may take you 8 hours. It may take you 2 days or 16 or 24 hours to put together a good video. All right. And once you get that video plugged up into YouTube and you've got it properly keyworded, and I will be doing some workshops on this. All right. All it's going to do is make money for you, okay? If this right here costs you $67 and you can put together a presentation of your own for instant rewards, and you've got people coming in and seeing your video 10, 15, 100, 200, or 1,000 times a day, how many in percentages of conversions do you think you might be able to get from that video? Okay. It's just a simple matter of numbers. If you're doing the starter 60, you're getting $90 per conversion. If you're promoting the starter 80, you're getting an even $100 conversion. If you're getting these people visiting your video, and it's a powerful video, and let's say you get 100 people visit it in one day, and you only get 10% conversion. Well, you've got 10 conversions out of 100. That's 10 times 100. That's $1,000 a day. Okay. If you can do it on autopilot, that's even better, okay? So you're working this two-prong, all right? And then, of course, you want to make sure that you use the traffic bar. It's free. Thunder List is free. And then these traffic exchanges and safe lists, you don't want to sell on it. You just want to build your list. You just want to use it to build a list. Same thing with Video Scribe. And then down here at the last but not least, my two girls over at Fiverr, all right? The SE Nuke, Jessica, over at Fiverr. She's in New Delhi. It takes about 4 to 8 weeks to get your campaign up and running. You will need to have keywords for her to work with, all right? Those keywords I don't have included in this file, all right? I can include the keywords later, all right? But right now, you'll just have to check back. Linda89 over at Fiverr, this little gal, I'm telling you, I am totally blown away. What she does, she's got 5 gigs, and I've used all 5 of them several times. The one I like the best is where she promotes your ad over here on Facebook. She's got membership in several Facebook groups, and she has over 2 million Facebook fans, okay? And she also has over 164,000 Twitter followers. So when I placed an ad with her the other day, or yesterday, no, wait a minute, when was it? Today. I placed another one with her today. I kept my ads real short, 2-3 lines, and put the link in there, and I get calls and I get, feedback. If I get 1 or 2 sign-ups a day, okay, off of that little $5 gig, it more than paid for it, okay? If I made $100 or $200 just off of a Facebook ad that I ran for $5, that it's cheaper than running a Facebook ad, okay? You can go in and try to learn how to, advertise on Facebook, but they won't always take Instant Rewards ads because they'll block Instant Rewards Network, the domain, if you try to advertise it. So this is why I use a different ad. I use a different link. I have my Make Money with Ernest.com, and then I'll do something like Make Money with Ernest.com, and I think it's IRN, and it's got direct. Takes them over to my sign-up page with the little work-at-home mommy and the baby hanging on the back, okay? It's just a simple redirect, but I had to put it into my own domain. You have to learn a little bit of programming, okay? Now, do we have any other questions? Travis? I'm going to open the channel real quick. If it gets too noisy, I'll shut it down. I'll shut it down. It is a little noisy back here, so let me shut down that channel. If it gets too noisy, I'll just mute you. But if you need to ask a question, type into the chat panel or just holler at me. I know I went kind of fast tonight, but I had to get through a lot of basics, and we've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes now. And you know me, I don't like to keep people up too long, much more than an hour, because on the East Coast, it's already 9:30. It's 8:30 Central, 9:30. So if I have answered those questions, uh, yes, Travis. Travis asked, uh, would I submit to article directories to get leads? Yes, but here's the key. This is a whole different animal. If you start writing articles, okay, you cannot write an article like it was some kind of advertorial or a Don LaPree ad, all right? It's got to be a real article, okay? It's got to be informative. Can you put your information down in the author's bio? Yeah, you can write an article about the CPA industry. You can write an article about instant rewards, as long as it doesn't come across as salesy or, like you're trying to sell or advertise. Easing articles.com is one of the biggest and one of the oldest article submission sites, okay? Close to 500,000 expert authors and a bunch of non-experts. So there's lots of channels there. There's other article submission sites out there, okay? And there's even software that will submit it for you, okay? But read their rules, all right? You don't want to get in there and write an article like it was some kind of a pitch. I'll show you something here real quick on my email. I get down here to Easing Articles. All right. I get Easing article listings every day from this site. Okay. Easing Articles. I subscribe to a certain listing, not all of them, just a certain. Investing, stocks, internet, business, online, workplace communication, commodities, futures, currency trading, finance. These articles, I don't read them all, okay? I might, it's like this article right here, the impact business videos have on sales. Bam, click it, read it. It kind of gives me an idea for an article. You don't want to ever copy stuff, and plagiarize off somebody else. But, you might use it as a framework to build your own article and say, instead of saying, can business videos really affect sales? You might say something like, are videos really, effective in driving sales, to your business? Start off with a question. Yes. You might even put your title up there as a question. This right here is like the impact business videos have on sales. You might turn that title into a question and say, do videos have an impact on sales? Question mark. See, and this is one of the things that I'm covering in this article that I just wrote, okay, over on VideoScribe. I'm going to be putting it up in the next couple of days. It's, there's three key components to writing a good ad. One is your headline, okay, and this applies to articles as well. The headline catches their attention. The body copy, okay, and then the call to action is down here, all right, about the company, about the author, about whatever, okay. Here is where you would put in your author bio. So yes, articles can be very effective, and They're long term. I've got articles up on some of these article places that's been there for 8 and 10 years. I still get traffic off of them. So yes, articles, if you're into writing, write on a regular basis, because that's what feeds the spiders is content. It's like leaving, food and water out on the counter. You're going to have a cockroach problem in the kitchen if you do. Okay. You do want to do that on the internet, but you don't want to do that in the kitchen. But if that answers all your questions, I'm going to say, guys, thanks. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for asking questions. If anybody has, any questions during the week or in the evenings during the day, I'm usually busy. I don't take calls for chit chat. Now, I sat on the phone last night. Was it last night or night before, Zena? I think we talked 2, sometimes 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. In the evenings, late in the evenings, after a day's work, I can probably sit on the phone and talk with somebody. But during the day, during business hours, I'm driven. I don't have time for chit chat, and you're not going to find me, open to staying on the phone too long. Okay. But, if you can catch me in the evening, great. If not, just keep trying. Leave me a voicemail, 806-319-5855. If you don't get through, you can leave me a voicemail, and I can get back to you. 806-319-5855. That's my voicemail number. And 806-297-3241 is the direct line. Rings on the same phone. It rings on my landline. I do not give out my cell phone for obvious reasons. I think you all understand why I don't give out my cell phone number. The only people that get my cell phone number is my clients. But I don't put out my cell phone number on the internet, and I don't put it out on YouTube. But my landline, it can sit here and ring its little ringer off, or it can go to voicemail and I'll call you back. Anyway, glad you guys could show up, and we'll see you Wednesday. It's been an hour and 20 minutes now, so let's go ahead and call it a night, and we'll get into some good stuff Wednesday. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a question or an idea for an agenda or for a training video or something to discuss. Send me a message. Inbox. If it doesn't show up in my inbox, it'll show up in my other box, and I'll just come over here and click. And, I can't accept too many more friends because I'm close to 5,000. I'm a little over 4,800 right now. It's like Brian, he's asked, are you on a webinar? Well, yes. Yes, I am, Brian. I'm on a webinar. But, if I don't find you in my inbox, I'll find you over here in the other, and I'll answer your question or send you some resources or send you some links, try to help you get up and running and get started. So you can also find me at Facebook, Ernest.O'Dell, ERNEST.ODELL, no A in my name. Ernest means honest, and yes, I try to be as much as possible. I'm probably more blunt than I am honest, okay? But I also have a fan page that you can, Ernest O'Dell fan page, all right? And I'll copy this, and I'll paste it into the chat panel for you guys, okay? It's got my U.S. Home Workforce logo up there for the ambassador, because I'm an ambassador over there, but that's all right. You can still hook up with me over here. I won't try to cross-recruit you. If you join up, it's your decision. If not, then, you know, no big deal. You don't need to. But with fan pages, you can have more than 5,000 people subscribe to your page. And I may change all this and just put something up there generic. You know, I think I can change the cover, choose from photos. Let's see, profile pictures, photo albums, cover photos. Here. Let's just put that airport scene up here, okay? And we'll just make it generic and say save, all right? That way, you know, my people over at both companies, they won't think I'm trying to cross-recruit. I just leave it generic. You know, I post information up here. You know, you can communicate with me here. You can leave me notes. You can leave me messages here. You can like my page, and I will get a notification on it. If you want to send me a message, come to my fan page, send me a message. Okay, so I am never out of pocket. I carry my little cell phone with my notifications, and I got my Android. I keep my tablet with me. It sends me notifications. So say hi, and I come back over here, and I come over to my messages. I would say if you send me a message, don't send me a message like you were some kind of a Nigerian scammer, because Facebook will bust you. If you come in there and send me a message like, hi, sweetie, I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to delete that message. Okay. They will mark it as spam, and they will bump you out. Okay. I get a lot of fish, you know, PHISH. I get a lot of fishers who try to fish my account. Most of them are Nigerian scammers, and they come on, hi, sweetie, they got bad English and bad grammar. I saw your profile. I would like to get hooked up with you. Here's my email address. You know, send me your email. I will send you nude pictures of myself. You know, I just don't go there. Okay, I just don't. You know, I don't go for that crap. You know, so they're usually marked as spam. Then I'll block them and mark them as spam again. Okay, because if there's one thing I hate is spammers, and I hate Nigerian spammers. Okay. Because it's a culture and a way of life over there for them to just try to go out there and steal your identity, you know, and rip people off. I'm sick and tired of these crooks taking advantage of people on the internet. Having said that, I'm going to say good night, folks, and we'll see you Wednesday.